Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So today I'm here with you to share my June favorites, and I feel like this time I've got a good mix of some skincare, some body care, some makeup of course, because we know I love makeup. So I hope you enjoy hearing what products this month that I've been really truly loving. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, hopefully you did, I did get my hair cut. I talked about that actually in my Get Ready With Me that I did recently. I will link that video up above. Really overdue, but definitely feels better because it is another really, really hot day in Boston, and honestly just having like a little bit of length and also having it thinned is making me feel significantly less hot. But let's go ahead and jump right in to my favorites for the month. So I've been testing out a number of products from Good Molecules. They did send me a number of products to try out, and I am going to be doing a video all about Good Molecules skincare coming soon. I've enjoyed a lot of the products, but I wanted to talk to you about one in particular that I've really been enjoying, and that is this one here. This is their silicone-free priming moisturizer. And honestly, I'm not surprised I like this. I'm pretty sure I've seen Alexa from Makeup Blake talking about this product, also Kaki as well. So I've seen a number of people talking about it. Good Molecules is not like the cleanest in terms of ingredients, but I was curious to try them out, especially because they are at a little bit lower price point. I really want to be better about sharing products that are also more affordable, and that's why I've been doing a series about like my top favorite products in like different categories under a certain price point, because one of the ways that clean beauty can be more accessible is by having products in a variety of price points. But I have to say, I've really been enjoying this moisturizer. First, it's like super lightweight, which I have oily skin, so having a product that's like really lightweight that moisturizes my skin but just doesn't feel heavy is really great. Also, I did a video where I talked about why I don't use primers and the various primers I have tried out in the clean beauty space. I will link that video up above too. But in that video, I kind of talk about the fact that I don't really know how to have a primer fit into my routine, because I do use moisturizers, I do use sunscreens. And so this to me is like kind of the perfect combination of being a primer and a moisturizer all in one. I wouldn't say it necessarily like prolongs the wear of my makeup, but I do feel like my makeup does apply really nicely when I use this product. And also, this is a really tiny detail, but I love that it tells you on the back in the directions to go in with sunscreen after you use this product, because that's been one of my questions I have too with primers, like where is my sunscreen supposed to go on my routine? So I like that it lays it out, but really I just find that it works really well. It doesn't make me feel overly oily. It just helps everything to just apply smoothly, work well together, and I honestly have been really enjoying it, and especially with it being hot. Even though it is hot and my skin has been getting really oily, I do still moisturize my skin, and this is just really the perfect product, especially during the summer for me because it's so lightweight. The next product I'm going to talk about is from Solara, and I've heard so many good things about Solara. They sent me a number of products to try, which I am loving some of the other products they sent me too. But this one was really one that I wanted to shout out specifically in this video because this is their Time Traveler Ageless Daily Face Sunscreen. And this is SPF 30 and it just uses zinc oxide. So it's not a chemical sunscreen, it's just a physical sunscreen. I'm really picky when it comes especially to facial sunscreens because I do have such oily skin. I really do not like products that are overly heavy, that are overly dewy, that make me feel oily. Like that's a big no-no for me. And that's one of the reasons I have fallen in love with the Josh Roseberg Nutrient Day Cream. You guys ask me all the time, does that work well on oily skin? And I say yes, like it's one of the best sunscreens for oily skin that I have found, which seems kind of counterintuitive, but for me, it works amazingly. And that product is incredibly expensive. So I'm always looking for like another option that would be really great as well. And this one is a bit more affordable. It is a smaller size. This is a 1.7 fluid ounce, but I believe if you compare it to the small size of Josh Roseberg, this is still a better deal. But I really have come to love this sunscreen. I have been using it this summer. I've been working out in my garden some, and I just find that this works super well underneath makeup. I've got a little bit here. I wanted to do that so I could actually like blend it out and show you guys. But it does blend into my skin really nicely, and I just like the way it feels. Like it's not a sticky sunscreen. It's not thick, it's not gloopy, it's not oily. It just has a beautiful consistency, and because of that, it just plays really well on my skin. It wears well throughout the day. I also don't find that it's breaking me out, because sometimes sunscreens, I'm pretty sure, will break me out sometimes. And I just find that this one just works really well. If you're looking for a really good facial sunscreen for the summer, I would definitely check this out. I'm really impressed. I mean, I have really fair skin, so sometimes I feel like it's a little hard to see if something's white casting me, but I mean, you can't really see where that is. So I feel like it has a minimal white cast. I typically go on top of it with makeup, so for me, white casting isn't that much of an issue, but I still feel like it just absorbs in really nicely, and it's not a really heavy, dewy, thick. It also doesn't like ball up under makeup. It just plays well with others, which I really am a fan of. So I really have been enjoying this, and especially now that it's summer and I am getting out and doing a little bit of gardening, it's really nice to have this in my collection. Let's talk a bit of body care. So I'm really glad that I finally went ahead and picked up some products from the Organic Bath Company. And I picked up one of their bars of soap, which I absolutely love. But for me, the hero product is their body butters. This is the Peace Glow body butter, which is a lavender scented body butter. We all know I love lavender scented things. They also, actually, all the scents of their products sound really good. I had a hard time picking, but I did go with lavender because that's like solid. That's all solid. I also enjoy that. But okay, first off, the Organic Bath Company is actually based here in Boston, so I don't know what I was doing not trying it out. I really do make an effort to try especially local brands to Boston, or New England. I'll encompass all of New England because I live here and I feel like it's really important to support local businesses. Also, Organic Bath Company is a Black-owned brand, so it's just like checking all the boxes. But this is such a cool product, and I've been raving about it in a few videos. And so many other people are like, yeah, this product is amazing. So if you've not tried this, don't just take my word for it, take like everybody's word for it. But it is unlike anything I have tried before. So here's, my camera is having a doozy today with lighting, so we'll see what you can actually see. But it's like a thick, buttery consistency, but it is unlike any other body butter I've tried, in that it's like a solid oil. Okay, so I've got a little bit on my fingers here. And it just rubs in, and it's more, I don't know if you can see this, it's more like an oil than, yeah, you can see that. It's more like an oil than a lotion. So it's basically like a solid form of an oil, and then once you get it on your skin, it just like rubs in. It's like it makes applying like a body oil so much easier because it's not dripping all over the place, it's not messy. It's just like a really easy way to use a body oil, but it's, in this case, a body butter. Absolutely love it. The scent, the lavender scent is beautiful. I highly recommend it. This is like the big size. They do have a sample size, so if you want to test it out. I just like took the leap and went for the big size, but I highly recommend checking this out. It is really outstanding and a product that I am so glad I finally decided to pick up. Also, I think Ilia and Folane have collabs with the Organic Bath Company, so they have like special scents of the body butter that are only sold at Flame and Ilia too, which is kind of cool. So we're gonna move on to makeup now. So the first makeup product I wanna talk about is what I have on my eyes today. And this is the Lovinah Eye Magic Palette. And as the name would suggest, this palette is magical. I absolutely love it. I'm wearing the green shade on my lids today. I decided, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything today. I don't have any Zoom calls. And so I'm going to try out the green shade. And honestly, I like how this look turned out. Like, it's outside of my comfort zone, but I think it turned out super well. But here's the thing. Here's why I want to shout out this palette. Okay, Lovinah is a Black-owned brand. But let me tell you, I have tried a lot of eyeshadows in the clean beauty space because I really, sorry, my hair is blowing. I have a fan on and it's like blowing my hair like a model, but except not in my face, which is not what models want. But I've tried a lot of eyeshadows in the clean beauty space because I absolutely love eyeshadows. Like, I don't know why, it's just a part of my makeup. It's like one of my favorite parts of my makeup routine. And here's what I have to say about this palette. It is one of the easiest eyeshadow palettes to work with. The mattes blend like butter. Like, I just go like whoop, 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 and then it's blended. Like, I don't know how it happens, but it makes it so easy. And the metallics are super metallic, and I applied the green shade and a little bit of this pink shade just on my lid today using my fingers, and it's just like so intense. It's so beautiful. The mattes blend so easily. I know that this palette can look a little bit intimidating, but honestly, if you cover up this green shade and then this kind of like blue shade right there, it's actually a pretty neutral palette. So if you are looking at the two palettes from Lavina and you're like, whoa, those are both really colorful, I would recommend the Eye Magic palette because I find it to be a more neutral palette. I think Reagan has talked about this too. She has both of them, and I went with this one because these are colors I would reach for more often. Do I want to try out the other palette? Absolutely, because the formula of this is so amazing. But just knowing myself, I knew that I would reach for these shades more, so that's why I went for this palette. I also have been getting some questions about their skincare. I only picked up one item from the brand when I was purchasing skincare. I did pick up their cleansing balm. I honestly am still testing that out because I only use that product at night if I'm not showering. I typically will just use an oil cleanser in the shower to remove my makeup, so I haven't tested it enough, but I can tell you from the few times I've tested it that I really, really like it, and it does an amazing job of removing my makeup. It also emulsifies in water, which we all know I love. It's a beautiful red color, which is like another check in the box for me, but I just haven't tested it enough to know if it's in the category of being in my June favorites. So stay tuned, we'll test it some more. Maybe it'll make it into my July favorites, but if you are curious, I'm really enjoying it, and honestly I would love to test out more of their skincare line in general. So this product here, I kind of rediscovered it. I did an Instagram post about this, and I feel like in some ways I want to do a video about like doing makeup and wearing a face mask, because let's be honest, we're all going to be wearing face masks for a while, or at least we should be. I definitely plan to be, but I was getting frustrated because I would put on my lipstick and then I would need to remove my lipstick because pretty much inevitably my lips would end up touching the inside of my mask, and then I would just transfer my lipstick onto my mask, which I didn't really want to be doing that. So I was like, I don't want to keep like taking it off, putting it back on again, taking it off. So I was thinking about this and I was like, wait a minute, I have a matte liquid lipstick that is transfer proof. Why have I not used that? So I dug around in my collection and found my Clove and Hallow lip velvets and realized that these are absolutely perfect for putting on underneath a face mask because they dry down fully matte, they don't transfer. So if you want to wear a lipstick, I mean, nobody's seeing it, but if you want to wear a lipstick for yourself, or if you know you're going to be going someplace and eating and then you will be taking off your mask, you want to have a lipstick on, this is a fantastic option because it does not transfer, it does not budge. Like once it's on, it is on. I absolutely love it. I really love I grabbed here the shade Fiesta. I love this color because it's such a fun red color. I love the idea of having a red lip that's also transfer proof because it makes wearing a red lip so low maintenance, which is one of the reasons I think most people don't wear red lips is once you get one on, it's high maintenance. You gotta make sure everything's staying in the line, it's not smudging around, it's not fading, getting blotchy. When you wear this, you don't have to worry about any of that. This has been a rediscovered favorite of mine. I always have loved the formula. This is, if you want a fully matte liquid lipstick, like in Clean Beauty, this is the formula you want. But I'm really happy to kind of rediscovered it and fallen in love with it all over again. So I've been testing out some products from Honest Beauty, and I'll be doing a video with my thoughts about some more Honest Beauty makeup products. But in the meantime, I do have a few products that I really have been enjoying and I wanted to shout out in the video. The first one is a complete and utter surprise to me because I decluttered this product. I owned it, I decluttered it, and then I was like, I don't like it. And yet I somehow or other have brought it back into my life, have it again, and I figured out how to use it, and now I like it. And that is the Honest Beauty Cream Blush. I have the shade in Rose Pink. I was inspired to try out this product because basically everyone loves it. I mean, I feel like as soon as Tati was like, I die hard in love with this blush, that like everybody tried it and fell in love with it. But I realized the difference between how everyone else was using it and how I was originally using it was I was trying to just go in with my fingers and then apply it directly to my cheeks. And I've learned, no, that's not how you want to use it. You want to go in with some sort of brush or sponge. I use a stippling brush. I have two. I have one from MOTD Cosmetics and also one from Real Techniques. They both work really well, both stippling brushes, but I found that if I dip those brushes in there and then apply directly to my cheeks, it's just a much better experience because this product is really, really stiff. Overall, I really like this, and especially during the summer because it is this stiffer formula. I find that my cheeks don't get overly oily or overly dewy, so I really have been enjoying that about this, but if you are curious, I finally figured out how to use this product, and now I just keep picking it up day after day after day. Another Honest Beauty product that I really have been enjoying is this one here. And I've not heard anyone talk about this, but I've really been enjoying it. And the reason I like it so much is like very specific. This is a product that not everyone's going to like. I'm going to put that out there. Like, this is not a product that's going to have universal appeal. You got to be looking for a few things in the product. And this is the Midnight Reflection Luminizing Glow Powder. So this is basically a pressed highlighter. Why I like it so much is it's not a super intense highlighter, which I know sounds kind of crazy. Like, sometimes you want a highlighter that you can see from miles away, and like, that's great. But one of the reasons I often reach for cream highlighters is they often give a more natural glow. And what I like about this highlighter is it's the powder form of a more natural glow. So I'm gonna swatch it on my thumb right here. Wow, my lighting is going bananas today because the sun keeps going in and out of clouds. But I think you just see like a little bit of glow on my thumb, but it's not too much. And that's what I like about this. If you're looking for a powder highlighter that will just give you like a little bit of glow, I think this would work really well. This highlighter definitely works with my fair skin, which I was pleasantly surprised about because we all know I have problems finding highlighters that are actually light enough to highlight on my fair skin. This one definitely is. I think up to maybe like a light medium skin tone, but after that, I think it could look a little bit ashy because it is really light. But at least in that range, at least in the like light and the skin tone ranges, I think this is a really beautiful highlight. If you just want a very subtle, very natural looking glow, like when I put it on, you really only see it when the sunlight's hitting, and it doesn't look glittery, it doesn't look chunky, it just looks like you actually have a very natural glow. So that's a kind of like no makeup product you're looking for. This is really great. The last product I'm going to talk about is one that I have completely changed my mind about, which I want to talk to you about because, well, I guess I had two in this video that I completely changed my mind about. And I want to talk to you about that because it's not that they're bad products. It's, well, with one, I learned how to use it, and the other one, just like my preferences. And this one I'm about to talk about, my preference for makeup has changed. And the product I've really been enjoying, to my complete surprise, has been this Jane Iredale Beyond Matte Foundation. So the reason when I tried this out, I did a video about it, and I tried this out, and when I tried it out, I just was like, it's fine. It's not amazing, it's fine. But here's why I've come to like this. So this is not a super high coverage foundation. When I read about it at first, I thought that it was gonna be a really high coverage foundation, more matte, because matte foundations typically tend to be more high coverage. However, I have been gravitating towards lighter makeup. In fact, today, I mean, you wouldn't know this unless you read the description box where I always post my makeup details, or the fact that I'm now telling you, I actually am not wearing like a proper liquid foundation today. I'm just using the Clove and Hallow powder foundation and a bit of concealer. Like, that's it. No liquid foundation. And I think especially during the summer, I gravitate towards that lighter makeup because it is really hot. And I just find that when I have like a little bit lighter makeup, it jives better, especially with it being hot, my skin being oily. But because of that, I've really been enjoying this because it is a more matte foundation, because often a lot of my more light coverage foundations tend to be a little bit on the dewier side, which I do wear even with oily skin, and I do enjoy a dewy look. However, with it just being this hot, like I'm not gonna, gamble with trying to wear a dewy foundation right now. And this has been my perfect solution because it's a little bit more matte, but it also still light in coverage, and I really have been enjoying it. If you look in the description box of a couple of my recent videos, I've been wearing this like on repeat recently, and I just really been enjoying it. What I'm looking for in a foundation has changed, and for that reason, I actually am really enjoying this. Oh, I should mention, I didn't even tell you what shade I have. I have M1, it seems. I think that's the shade I have, M1. Also, Jane Iredale, I've discovered, is local to Massachusetts. It's actually manufactured in Great Barrington, or at least headquartered in Great Barrington, which is out in the Berkshires. I was kind of hoping if we went out to the Berkshires this summer that I would be able to go and like visit the Jane Iredale, because I think they have a big store out there. But I'm not going to the Berkshires. Also, don't think I'm going to Cape Cod either. So none of the usual summer vacation spots for New England. I almost forgot about this product, and then I was like, wait a minute, I wanted to talk about one more product. This is the Talk Beauty lip gloss, and this is in the shade XO. So I tried out a number of Talk Beauty products. I did a video where I reviewed them. I will link it up here. But one of my like standout favorite products from Talk Beauty is in fact their lip gloss. I have two of their lip glosses, but I really love the shade XO, and I have it on my lips today. I love it because A, it's a lip gloss that's really pigmented, and B, it is a really nice nude. It's a nude for someone with my skin tone. It's not going to be a nude for everyone, but as someone with really fair skin, I typically will err towards pinker lipsticks because with my skin tone, like when I try and go like in a nude kind of brown direction, it just doesn't look good on me. I don't know why, something about my coloring, it just doesn't work. But I always am like looking for these more neutral lipsticks or lip products for, especially when I do like a fun eye look, like what I have on today. Like if I tried to put a pink lip with this eye look, it would be way too much. But that's what I love about this, is it is like the right color of nude. I feel like it is, if my lips actually had pigment, which I always talk about, they really don't have much pigment, but if they actually had pigment to them, like I feel like this would be about the color that they would be naturally. And I love that. Like this is just a beautiful formula. Also, it's not at all sticky. It's super pigmented. It's a little bit more like balmy, oily, not sticky. It's a beautiful product. So if you are looking for a non-sticky lip gloss, and especially if you want something with a bit of pigmentation, and if you're near my skin tone and looking for a nude, this is really good. I love it. I have been reaching for it a lot, and yeah, it's kind of become my like go-to lip gloss recently, which I was not anticipating, but that's what ended up happening. So I really love this. I hope you enjoyed hearing my June favorites. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification button so you are notified of when I post new videos. And also check me out on Instagram to see more content, to hang out with me, to see more of me there. I'm at Naturally Beautiful Girl, and let me know what some of your favorites have been for the month. Have you tried out any of these products? Are they your favorites too? Let us all know. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.